All right, episode 19. We just filmed a half hour of shit, and OBS didn't want to record my audio, so we're gonna pick right up where we left off. Sound
Actually,
good?
what
And
happened
we'll be
was is we evaluated ourselves after our first half hour of this episode and said, "Is this really good enough for our little?
Very true.
okay.
Do they deserve better?" And we said, "Yes, you do deserve better."
So
we started
we're gonna
over.
pull a Kung Pao Enter the Fist and redub that half hour
We're
and
not.
upload it as an extra.
So what we were talking about was the worst song lyric of all time. And if you guys want to pull up your answers again so we can just kind of recap on it, that'd
Yeah,
be sick.
for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's see.
So my submission was Friday by Rebecca Black. And it's the specific part where she says, kicking in the front seat, sitting in the back seat, gotta make my mind up. Which seat can I take? And then it goes into the chorus. You know, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. But that part in particular, I was trying to explain it earlier that there's no physical way that makes sense. Like,
If you
If-
ride a Miata,
Yeah.
okay, Miatas don't count. If
They're not
you're-
real
okay,
cars.
if you're a normal sized person and you're in a fucking, I don't know, a Hyundai Sonata or like a regular sedan, right? How are you kicking in the front seat and sitting in the back seat? Unless you're like
You ever been in a
the
smart
only
car?
way it's possible. The only way it's possible in a regular sedan is if you're 6 foot fuck. Like, there's no fucking way you can stretch your legs that far.
Americans will measure with anything except the metric system.
Like 6 bananas long.
I mean,
Unless you're a drug dealer, then you exclusively use the metric system.
I use the metric system every day because I don't like I've gotten so used to it with like 3D printing and stuff that I don't have time to go back to the English standard and deal with all that bull. It's so dumb. Like once you get used to using metric, it's so dumb to use English standard units of measure in anything but like if you're measuring, a yard.
yeah.
What the fuck
I,
does that even mean, a yard?
It means it is one plane of dirt with grass on top of it. Typically, the
It
grass is grown.
One
is there a
long-
picket
One
fence?
100. It's 1/100th of a football field.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I mean,
Or
that's
12 bananas.
or 12 bananas. You know what? That is a fair measurement.
That's at least one Attila song long. So my submission was the song "Shave 'Em Dry" by Lucille Bogan. The lyrics are: "I got nipples on my titties, big as the end of my thumb. I got something between my legs'll make a dead man come. Oh, daddy, baby, won't you shave 'em dry?" Now, Tommy, I know you use speakers, so if you want to turn up your speakers and want me to repeat that louder for your whole house to hear, I'd be happy to do so.
Nah, it's fine. I mean, everybody knows what's happening in here.
That's true. They're sitting at the door like,
Are you sure they know what's happening in there?
Yeah, they know. I mean, they like
Okay.
my roommates can't hear shit from in here, so Hannah might be the only one that would hear anything, and she knows what we're doing.
"Hi, Hannah." Hi.
So my initial submission was not what I'm going to tell you now. I changed my mind halfway through, and I'm going to read you from Smang It by Flint Flossie and Young Humma. The way I work that kitty, gonna make your heart sing. Now, are you ready, baby? Then let's get crazy. I hope your muscles warmed up. You can't be lazy. This is what I like to call smash bang fusion. Gotta focus, mama. Don't want to get a cooch contusion. I like to mix it up. I like to do stuff. I like to start slow, then I beat it up. You should be cautious. Don't be scary. I'ma have you looking like a wild thornberry. The locals got you dry. Well, let me be your tourist. I'll leave your body feeling like a rainforest. So let's get it poppin'. Tell me, can you hang? Now let me smang it, baby. Smash it and bang.
That was fucking poetry. Hell yeah. Every round of applause for Tommy. Talk while you're doing it so your mic picks it up, Alex. Yay! Yay! Round of applause.
I just, like, I had this vivid flash of memory of hearing this song for the first time. And if that sounded awful, it's worse than that.
Oh, I just
It's
thought of
so
another
much
song
worse
too.
than that. I will link you guys later. Shout out to Flint Flossie and Young Humma. You
There,
wrote the worst lyrics ever.
there's this song I learned from Shane Dawson back in the day. This probably says enough. It's called "Smell Yo Dick."
Let me smell your dick.
Yeah, Tommy knows the song. I don't want to get copyright
Okay.
strikes, so we won't play it. But I think it'd be fucking funny as shit for you guys to listen to if you haven't heard it before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather don't.
Too bad. You have no choice.
I actually, I went ahead and changed my answer as well because I thought of something way worse than what I was gonna say.
Boo, conformist.
So this comes from the bass god Little B. Little
Bass
B.
Was it Caillou?
Little B. Oh my god, bass god. You could fuck my bitch, bass god. You swag to the maximum. Swag on 100,000, 100 trillion. Oh goddamn, bass god.
No.
I
You didn't
think
even
Eric's
say anything
broken.
there.
I don't like it. It's just bad. It's not even the fact that it's like offensive in any way. It's just bad.
That's
Awful.
the point, though, isn't it?
Bad, man.
Like, how much did you have to pay your producers to let you say those things? That's what I want to know.
Do you want to hear some more of the song, Eric?
No.
No, I'd rather you perform a stop it right where you had it.
If you can get up and twerk for us, that'll make up for it.
I would also you rather not do that.
Why?
I can do that. But
No.
unlike scientists, I've learned that just because I can doesn't mean I should.
That's an
This is
important
true.
quality.
You're not wrong.
Thanks, Jurassic Park.
Okay. Jesus.
So,
All right, Robbie, what's the next question? What's next up on the agenda?
what's the most fucked up thing you've witnessed?
Ooh.
See, for me, I didn't see it, but I heard it. So while you guys are getting your answers, let me go ahead and explain. I was playing Call of Duty maybe last year or the year before. And there's a guy talking to his wife in game chat. Not in game chat, but he's in game chat and she's at his house, of course. They're talking, and I hear them start to argue. And he didn't mute himself, so I thought it was fake at first, but this went on for like multiple games, so I genuinely think it's just a bad relationship. And it's quiet, and then a couple minutes later he goes, "Well, I'm getting divorced." And I witnessed a divorce happen on Call of Duty.
Oh my god, bro.
Fucking hilarious, super funny. I was laughing so hard. I really wish I recorded it.
I mean, there's something to say if like the argument you have that is the last straw about your divorce is while you're playing Call of Duty, you had so many issues before then that that it's like, well, it's probably inevitable at this point.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit this one out. Alex.
Oh, I don't know if this is the worst thing I've witnessed. Kind of one of those makes you hate humanity kind of things. But I was leaving a grocery store one day, and I noticed an older gentleman on like a mobility scooter, and I guess he hit the grass or something and ended up falling sideways on his Robbie.
That's funny. That's
Robbie.
fucking funny.
But
Jesus
like
Christ.
it's That's not the terrible thing that happened. Was I get out of my car, like I'm just about to exit the parking lot, and I
Yeah.
stop my car, pull my handbrake, turn it off, and put it in gear, and all that fun stuff. I get up, and I'm like, this guy's a heavy guy. He's not like fat or anything, but people that don't have any use of their legs are just dead weight, and it's hard. And I was on an incline, like a really steep incline is where he was. So I'm trying to get this dude back onto his mobility scooter, just trying to help him out, because like he can't get back up.
Right.
And there's people driving past and walking past, and nobody's stopping to help. And I'm struggling to get this guy up, and people they didn't care. But I eventually got the guy up and sent him on his way. But
Good
it's
for you. Good on you.
terrible that nobody stopped to help,
Yeah. That's fucked.
So
In hindsight, yeah, it's kind of funny.
Super funny.
Mine is not like fucked up like that, but like, so back when I was like 10 or 11, maybe a little older than that, but we had some friends that we had met through the football team that I was on when I was younger, because I played for like a local league instead of playing through school. And it was this girl and her little brother stayed with us for like the whole summer. They stayed at our house, and their family, they had like a family of like 8, and the two of them were the only ones who were not like, I don't know if any of you guys have been gaming long enough to remember Red Moon.
Excuse me,
It
I
was
don't know
an
what that
MMO.
is.
Rings a bell.
It was an MMO like pre EverQuest. It was like, I think Red Moon came out around the same time Diablo 2 came out. So it was back there. And they were obsessed. Like they lived in like a mobile home, and their entire mobile home, like the whole inside of it was just lined with PCs, which now I might think was cool, except for all of like the cat shit and uh, you know, lack of running water. But the worst thing that I ever heard of out of that house is that one of the dudes that lived there, it was my friend's older brother, did not use toilet paper to wipe his ass. He would go to the bathroom, he would take a shit, and then wipe his ass with his underwear and continue wearing them, and go back and fucking sit in his own filth and play more Red Moon for hours on end. Nobody ever took a shower. They constantly had like infestations of things, and like of course it wasn't by any means, and that's why they stayed with us, was because we were like trying to make it so they didn't have to stay in their house all the time. But like that just was like the most, like, how do you function as a human being in any capacity when you're wiping your ass with your own underwear knowingly, like how do you not disease at a certain point?
That sucks.
Yeah, it's fucking awful, dude. I think about that sometimes, and it just makes me like shiver.
That's
I've got
horrible.
Another one. This
Go
is
right ahead. Go. Yeah.
back when I was in high school. Because I really don't. I'm sorry, Tommy. I don't want to think about dude wiping his ass with his underwear.
It's the most fucked up thing I could think of.
This is. I mean, this is kind of funny, but it's also pretty awful.
I'll laugh.
Back when I was in high school, some kids put some bread on a paperclip hook that they made and attached it to fishing wire and caught a seagull with it and then released it into the cafeteria.
Dude,
Robbie.
oh my
That's fucking
God.
awesome, dude. What?
That reminds the senior prank the year before I graduated. They fucking brought chickens to the school and released them. They brought 4 chickens and labeled them 1, 2, 3, and 5.
So no one could find 4.
So
That's
they were
fucked.
looking for the 4th chicken for forever until they found out who it was that did it. and asked them where the fourth chicken was, and they finally cracked and were like, there was no fourth chicken. Like,
Oh my
that was
god.
the secret prank, was they just fucking released the fowl among the
That's-
school.
Imagine
among
having
the
to clean
school.
up all that chicken shit.
Oh my god, dude! And the sucky thing was, like, our maintenance guy was the nicest fucking person I have ever met in my life. You know, like, there's like the stereotype of like the creepy janitor guy. This guy was like grandpa custodian. Like, he was the coolest mother. Me and my best friend in high school would sit and talk to him, you know, waiting after school to leave, or you know, at lunch or whatever. Like, me and him were the weird dudes that hung out with the janitor. But the guy was like probably in his mid to late 60s, like definitely like a grandpa figure, and knew how to do fucking anything you could think of.
Oh, of course.
Super cool guy.
Yep.
You don't have anything, Eric?
No, he has stuff.
the
He's just
the
sitting
things
down.
the things that I thought of, I'm like, I'm not gonna say that here. So I'm just gonna sit that out because I've been through the ringer. So actually, you know what? No, I can make a really quick joke, but it's gonna be fucked up.
I mean, that's what we came for.
Okay, cool.
Came again.
But you guys are coming?
Yeah.
When I was 11, I found my mom in the bathroom with a heroin needle stuck under her knee, and yeah, that was fucked up.
Where
But you
was the
said you
joke
were gonna
part of
make a
that?
joke.
I'm still
Huh?
waiting on the joke part. Like,
Oh,
now-
she's been an addict longer than I've been around, and
that's not the joke, Eric. That's not a
yeah,
joke.
it is.
So
No,
so what
no.
you're
It's
saying,
kinda like-
Eric,
Eh,
what you're saying, Eric, is that was a knee slapper?
yeah,
A knee smacker, if you will.
yeah.
There you go. There's
You
the
re-
joke.
You really,
You brought it back.
you really shot the
can't say
target
that.
there.
Yeah. Well, you asked for the most fucked up thing, and that's the most fucked up thing I can talk about.
You
so-
probably got more.
Yeah, I have a lot more.
It's
I
the
just
most
can't
fucked
talk
up
about them
thing
here.
he can talk about.
Yeah, legally.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to get at. Like, I've seen a lot of fucked up shit. I'm just not going to talk about it on the podcast. I'll tell you after.
No, you won't.
That's fair.
Okay.
All right. What do you got for us, Robbie? And I know you got one more at least.
What's the most dangerous thing you're addicted to and why?
Texting while driving.
You're gonna crash your fucking car. I'm gonna laugh.
Nah, I'm really bad. Like, I need to get a mount for my phone to stick on my dash so that I can sit it there and leave it there and not touch it. Because it drives me nuts, like, trying to find a spot for it where it's not going to fall in between my seats. And then usually ends up being my lap. And then whenever I get a notification, I'm like, ooh. It's not a good thing. I would not advocate it. I'm not proud of it. And it's extremely dangerous. And
I do not text and drive. If I need to call someone, I'll call them because I have my phone hooked up to my car speakers and stuff. But
Yep.
Yeah.
I
I-
fuck up
hands
everything
free.
I'm texting.
Mine's similar to Tommy's, but mine's just driving really fast.
yeah, that's dangerous. At least I drive like a grandma. Like,
You do drive pretty slow. I'm not gonna lie.
I do. Hannah gets on me all the time about it. And, like, on one hand, I always say it's because I drive a red car. And before that, it was because I drove a Mustang. Because I've never gotten a speeding ticket in my life. And I'm terrified that I'm going to get a speeding ticket because I am. I don't want to get a speeding ticket.
Knock on wood, I haven't either.
That's because you drive the speed limit, right, Alex?
Yeah, I only speed in Mexico.
There you go.
Uh,
How about you, Eric?
okay. My current one, right? I was gonna say caffeine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Current would be caffeine.
I figured because you're
Um,
slam G Fuel.
Yeah. As I
Ever since
no,
I've
no, no.
known you, you've like slammed Monsters and Red Bull and G Fuel.
So I'll kind of give a backstory on it. So when I was in junior high, That's when like Monsters and Full Throttle and NOS and all that stuff became like, relevant. And one of the things that I just so happened to have was a job, and so I had money, so I bought all those energy drinks to try them, right? So I was like, Monster, it looks cool. It's got energy. It's got taurine, guarana, all this cool stuff that I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Big
So I
words.
was like, it can't be that bad, right? Wrong. I got hooked on it very quickly. And by the time I was in 7th grade, I was drinking a 4-pack of Red Bull a day. Yep. Yeah. And when I got into high school, I started, using illegal substances. So on top of having 4 to 6 like energy drinks a day, it was also on uppers. So I was just consistently through the roof, and eventually built a high enough tolerance to caffeine where I was like, what's the worst that could happen, right? Well, got locked up and did dumb shit. So that's the worst that happened. But along the lines of the caffeine addiction, it's now to the point where I'll typically have anywhere between like 1900, no, not 1800, Jesus. Between 900 and 1300 milligrams of caffeine a day. Mind you, the average cup of coffee has 75 milligrams of caffeine a day. So,
Are we going to talk about the Shrine to G Fuel behind you?
yeah, these are only the tubs that I've purchased in the last like 6 months. But I also didn't get into G Fuel like regularly until about 6 or 7 months ago. G Fuel is just easy access for me. I buy a tub every couple weeks, whatever, and that's it. But yeah, easier than getting a cup of coffee every day, or
How much did
doing
you
whatever.
say you drink a day?
Between 900 and 1200.
Because the average is about 400.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum recommended is 300 in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like 400 for a healthy fucking adult.
Yeah, if you have a normal metabolism. Man, when I was like 13, someone told me that taurine was bull urine.
Mm-hmm.
And I this was somebody in a position of authority that I trusted told me that taurine was bull urine, and I believed him for years.
Yeah.
So it was your bull sperm dealer. Got it.
Yeah. We all believed that rumor in junior high school. It was great.
But this
Yep.
was like a grown ass man told me this.
Oh, that's even weird.
He never
Yeah,
learned.
it was a football coach that I had told me that
Yeah,
taurine
that's
was freaking Coach Wayne. If you're not watching this, but fuck you for that.
Coach Wayne's on the show next week. Everybody look out for it.
Coach
Coach
Wayne
Lil
is
Wayne.
probably like bettering himself like at the gym right now because he's a fucking monster.
Oh,
But yeah,
well, good for him.
you mentioned
But,
in all other aspects, he was a great coach. He was a good part of my life. But except that one thing, fuck you for that, Coach Wayne.
Fair enough.
you mentioned Lil Wayne, Alex. I just want to give everybody an update on our death pool. No one's died, so I still have my picks. Eric still has his picks. Alex still has his picks. Tommy's of course more than welcome. We can always give him
Oh
the
well,
rules.
my pick
Amend
for
it.
this year was Eddie Van Halen, but I wasn't on the podcast yet. So
He's also over the age limit.
Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
really? That was a joke. That wasn't my pick. I was just
Oh. Oof.
being a shit eater.
I was gonna say, if that was your pick, you got real fucking lucky, and I'm gonna have to come to you for some advice. So I want to say the thing I'm most addicted to right now is Rust, and that's because I stay up till 5 a.m. almost every night playing that game, and then just like wake up at 8 and go to work. So
That is pretty toxic.
yeah,
That's not good, bro.
no, I mean I'll get off earlier than 5 a.m., but that's usually if I don't feel good or if I'm in too much pain from
Yeah.
sitting down.
It's the only game you play, though.
Yeah,
The only one.
yeah,
I
fun.
would like to point out
it's really
to-
fun.
to Tommy and Alex
It's like really
and to the
fun.
rest of our viewers, as
Really
long as
fun.
I've known Robbie, the entire time that I've known him, if he's playing a game on his PC, that's the only game he'll play for months.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Robbie doesn't play multiple games. He's got games installed, but he gets fixated on one game.
You got games on your phone? Ooh, I just
That's it.
installed a new SSD today. I can put more games on there. Fuck yeah.
But
You
you're
put
not gonna
more
fucking
Rust
play them.
on it.
Just
Like-
install
like-
Rust again.
I'll install the experimental branch for Rust on my new
Yeah,
SSD.
run a dual boot on your PC and play 2 games of Rust at once at the same
Fuck
time.
it, dude. Might as
Don't
well.
give him any fucking
I got
ideas.
3 monitors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
also
but-
one for Rust, and one for
Discord.
watching.
The Rust Discord.
I don't know.
Watching your
Yeah, the Rust
hentai.
Discord server, exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
Speaking
the
of,
Rust Discord server for sure.
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking of having 3 monitors, Alex, have you found a 3090 yet?
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay. Cool. Well, you still don't
I'm
have
trying
one.
to decide. Well, it's really a matter if I'm trying to decide if I want to spend part of my stimmy on it or get shit I need around the house. It's a call. Toss up right now.
Are you going to sell your old card when you get the 3090?
Yeah.
No?
You want a card? Yeah. I'm not just gonna sit on a 2070 Super.
That's what I was going to say. Like, if you're going to sell your old card, then at least you're recuperating. I do need a new
Some
card, but
money.
I don't have new card money, so.
Yeah. I would rather get a 3080 if I'm being honest. I don't need a 3090.
He's fucking with us. He's fucking with us, so we'll stop making jokes at him.
I was gonna say I think the reason he's saying that is because we're bullying him into
But
considering
if you got a 3080, it would only get worse.
You
I
would
hope you
hate
know
it.
that.
You would hate yourself
get
for
the
it.
30. You would get the 3080, and we would all be like, "Yeah, but it's not a 3090 though," and
Yeah.
we would be so much more valid in that.
I
Saying, yeah, you got a new graphics card, but it's not the one you really wanted.
I don't want to get peer pressured into an extra $1,300.
listen. I would be personally very disappointed if you didn't get a 3090 and just got something else. As much as I like offering you new cards because you want an upgrade that bad, it's not a 3090. So we're gonna keep bullying you about
We'll
it.
get a GoFundMe started for you.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll figure it
I
out.
have the money. I just
Okay.
Help
Well.
this poor child with alopecia get.
No.
this poor
No, he
child
doesn't-
was bald at
he doesn't-
17.
For just
He
30
doesn't
cents
have
a day.
I can't be funny. Like, I can't let it ride and just be funny. I have to apologize anytime
You
I
should
do
have just
that
you
shit.
should have just left it at that. I can't be funny.
That's what you mean.
True.
I may not know much.
Right? I can maybe
There
dumb.
you go.
Plus,
Oh,
Alex
maybe
doesn't have
stupid.
alopecia. He's got
Oh,
AARP.
oh.
Like,
Yeah, fucking Louis C.K.
yeah, it's great.
I'm the same age as you guys.
You're not.
Well, I'm like a year older.
You're
Alex is
not.
the undercover guest.
What year did you graduate, Alex?
13.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
I'm 26.
yeah.
well,
You
so
look
then
62.
Yikes.
You look
Are you sure
great.
it's not the dyslexia kicking in today?
I don't get carded at Walmart, to be fair.
True.
I don't either. They just like
Yeah.
look at me and they just type it in on their little pad and go back to.
Yep,
You
that's what they do for me too.
you put Alex in like a business casual outfit, and he looks like he would give me golfing advice in the crafting section.
See, I don't own New Balances yet, so
You should, dude. They're super comfortable. Like,
Although I almost
no
got a
fool,
grill
this-
last
this is
night.
coming from a sneakerhead, like New Balances are really good shoes.
Yeah, they're solid.
I don't know if y'all saw. They did like a whole collab with Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Don't know
and
what
they're
that is.
really.
Dope as hell.
Wait a second, I have to Google
Mhm.
this.
Oh yeah, they came in like a special, like they came in like a limited edition box and everything. They were dope.
Oh, those are
Fucking-
really nice.
I told you, bro. They did those. They did the Black Panther 547s are really sweet.
I need to buy these. How much can I get them for?
The
350.
Evangelion shoes.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Did
Might as well
everybody
buy
answer the
190
question?
while you're at it.
Live StockX listing for some Evangelion New Balances.
Robbie, what was it you just said a second ago?
Did everybody answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Do you got another one?
no.
I do.
Go for it.
Cool.
No.
You go to a store and your objective is to confuse the fuck out of your cashier. You're allowed 3 items. What are they?
Sleep aid, a cucumber, and KY jelly.
I mean, that just looks like a good Saturday night.
No, I feel like maybe we got to put some parameters on here because we can't have anything overtly sexual about it. It's got to be vaguely sexual.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I want to know why Robbie was so quick to answer that.
He's
Well,
been thinking
do you
about
guys know what
I-
Kyle got me for my birthday and Christmas?
Yes.
He got me sleep
No.
aid. He got me I think KY jelly actually, and Steam gift card, and a Bang Energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Well,
think that I would go with the bench warmers on DVD, a grapefruit, and an infant's bib.
okay.
No.
Alex.
No. Swap the infant bib for one of those like a turkey baster.
Oh my god.
or not a turkey baster, one of those like grill brushes that like you brush on like marinades with.
That's not okay.
I'll change my answer so it's
Uh-huh.
not overly sexual, but I need to think about it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
mine.
'cause,
I've already thought of it.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
a big ass, like the biggest bottle of wine I can possibly find, like NASCAR bottle of champagne big.
They get that Carlo Rossi
Horse
table
feed.
wine, boy.
Horse feed and lube.
No lube. You can't do lube.
Okay, I can't do fine then a carrot.
You
He
do,
knew
like,
exactly what he
Crisco,
wanted right afterwards.
horse feed and Crisco.
That's good. Olive oil or coconut
Or
oil.
like that fake butter shit, like ghee, whatever the fuck.
Gee.
It's just clarified butter. It's not fake butter.
It's just clarified. I've never like we have some, but I don't know what it is. Hannah got it because it's
Clarified butter.
Yeah, can you
healthier
can you
than regular
clarify what that is?
It's butter like without the milk fat in it, basically.
So the good part.
Nothing. I
just-
thought that joke was funny.
I just want to
It was
say
fun.
that
Okay.
even in this hypothetical situation, Alex did not buy a 3090.
I couldn't. They wouldn't be on sale. Oh, I don't want to be any of your friends anymore.
That's
Bye.
Oh, you're
Well-
supposed to say me neither.
What
Oh jeez.
would you choose, Eric?
Oh man, I think
Still thinking.
I think the first item I would choose would be extra virgin olive oil, an anniversary card, and trash bags.
I don't hate it.
Think about it. Think about it. There is no possible connection between any of the three. But what if there is? And those are the kind of things that you got to think about when you go to the store.
But the thing is, you have to pay cash and you have to wear a hat.
No, you. hey, that's my line. Yeah, no, you pay with your card. You pay with fucking, whatever.
You
Extra
get
virgin
like
olive oil, trash bags, a card. That's it.
you get like
No
like a
correlation.
bunch of baby food. Like one of those like 24 packs of baby.
I was
like
gonna say define a
chicken-flavored-
bunch.
like a chicken flavored baby food. An adult sized onesie, and a pack of Depends. And
No,
go from
see,
there.
now you're just
See-
kink shaming.
So-
no, here's the thing.
No,
First of all, we don't
there's
kink
no
shame. We
shame
kink
there.
ask.
I don't
we kink
yuck
shame.
somebody else's yum. Okay.
Exactly.
But as far as confusion is concerned,
Uh huh.
that kink is a confusing kink.
See,
It's not shameful.
my kink is kink
So-
shaming. So
I see.
That's like
Tommy.
saying
I see
my
what you're going for.
pastime is being racist. So you can't like.
Okay. So I think I know what I
Okay.
would buy.
Okay,
Okay.
go ahead, Robbie.
Buy a $19 Fortnite card.
$19.
Who wants it?
I'm already confused.
Adult diapers and a lot of ramen.
So you guys are just telling a story with your purchases.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to tell the story in
Yeah.
your head before you buy it, and then let the cashier piece it together.
So the $19 Fortnite card is so I can have all my V-Bucks and get all my stupid ass skins they have on Fortnite. And the
Uh-huh.
adult diapers is because I'm gonna not leave the bathroom. I'm gonna not leave to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna shit my pants the entire time I'm playing because of all the ramen I'm eating.
Well, you could just wipe your ass with your underwear.
I'm not cooking the ramen either. I'm eating it like chips.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
yeah. you
So it's
crush
gonna
it
be
up,
hard
throw
shit.
a
It's
little
gonna hurt when
bit
it's
of
coming
water
out.
in there, you shake it up with the seasoning packet, and you got some prison.
Just snort the seasoning.
See, I was gonna get my cashier super confused because I would put all three of the items on the line or whatever and have them roll it up and just kind of look and be like, oh, what's this for? I'm like, well, the trash bags and the virgin olive oil are for bath time.
You ever just lay in a bath of gravy and pretend you're a baby carrot?
You ever
Just
just-
last night, actually.
You ever just dive headfirst naked into a 55-gallon drum full of Vaseline and then lay on your tile floor and pretend to be a slug?
Y'all ever just not fucking do that?
Can you don't?
This kind
You
of brought
ever,
me
you
on
ever
a
wonder if
tangent.
you could fit an entire Coke can inside your asshole?
You could fit a raccoon up there.
Very true.
Apparently, yeah. They
You
can
could-
fit their head in.
So raccoons, they're fairly like big-ish creatures, I'm assuming, and
Yeah.
the 3090 card is decent size as well. So
Smaller.
meaning
So
you should
fit a
shove one
39.
up your ass. That way you always have one.
I mean, I'm okay with
He
it.
didn't say no. We got him.
Again, not the worst idea we've had this
no.
week.
Yeah.
You
I
brought
have
up
a-
the
I have a question
55
for you guys.
gallon. Oh God.
And you got to tell me, like, you don't necessarily have to answer this question if you don't have an answer immediately. But what is the funniest Yahoo Answers question / answer that you have ever seen?
I don't have one.
I'll go
How
first.
you get
I've only
per
seen them
gallon
from
in it.
videos. It has to be that you've seen. I don't think we can quote.
Hmm?
He quoted the "Am I pomegranate" video. I'm
Am I
assuming you
pepper?
mean like that you found on your own.
So this is the best one I've ever seen. Question is, how do you finger a girl? I know the obvious bit, but like, where do you rub? Does the finger actually go in? I'm really confused. Need answers. That's in all caps. The best answer from J Step is slowly massage it, then rub the clitoris ever so gently. Proceed to stick a single finger in. Continue adding fingers until your whole fist is in. Slide your arm slowly into her, and once you reach her shoulder, limbo in with your head and forcibly insert your other arm, torso, and legs. You are now free to control her. When you feel the job is done, finish by giving birth to yourself.
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh man, Eric, you have any other questions for us? That was fucking good.
Uh,
You said you had some
I-
oddball stuff.
My life is starting to consist of opportunities for me to make Eric uncomfortable.
holy fuck! God, what? Why?
I don't know.
Who
But that
hurt
was
you?
so this post that I found this on. I saw this when it happened, but I found a screenshot of it on iFunny from July
Oh.
2018. So 3 years ago now, almost. And the screenshot says 8 years. So 11 years ago is when this question was asked on the internet.
Okay.
I saw
Well,
this as a sophomore in high school.
I hope the guy that asked that question found out that he wanted to be a ventriloquist instead.
Yeah, I hope he figured it
So-
out, man, because otherwise it would have been a real awkward situation for
Yeah.
everyone involved.
Yeah.
Especially when he went
Okay.
to work the next day as her. Like what if you
Why?
don't figure out the giving birth?
No.
What if he's the
Hold on.
cashier?
Hold on. First of all, Robbie knew what he was going to buy from the store to confuse the cashier. Second of all, you're already playing the scenario in your head like you've been here before. What the fuck is with you two? And what kind of alternate reality bullshit are you living in?
Alternate
Like-
reality.
You guys are out here living in 2021. I'm out here living in 3090.
Hmm.
Oh.
I don't have
I
my
quit.
I don't have my mic, or I would just.
Oh.
I think that's as much as I can give today.
So,
Okay. Okay. Well,
well, with that being
here's-
said, Alex,
yeah,
buy one.
Here's my. Yeah, go buy a 3090, buddy. So here's my second question. So, like, just out of the blue, you have an opportunity to get $1 million, right?
Mhm.
So you get $1 million, but you have 30 minutes to spend it. Here's
All
the
the
kicker.
3090s.
No, because there are asterisks with this one. So you get $1 million, but you have 30 minutes to spend it. If you don't spend that $1 million in the 30 minutes, you keep nothing. You can't buy anything that's on a shortage.
saw this on Reddit.
You can't buy anything that's overpriced. And you have to buy it. Like, the entire transaction has to be complete within that 30 minutes. What are you buying?
Ethereum.
What are you buying?
What? Tommy? What?
Ethereum. I'm buying Ethereum. I'm
Crypto.
buying
The
$1
fucking
million worth of
cryptocurrency?
Ethereum.
Oh, you fucking freeze-dried dildo. All right.
I'm sorry. I ruined your joke. I ruined your
No. I thought you were gonna have some like fucking solid answer. I just
No, I just need some time to think, and that was the first thing I thought of. I was like, how can I derail this? Oh, I'm gonna buy magical imaginary money.
I'm gonna buy money with money. Like, that's a 5-head move. That makes sense. Robbie, what are you doing with it?
I don't know yet, man. I'm thinking first thing I'll do, I'll go to like in this scenario, we're gonna say I am in California where there's a micro center, and
Okay.
I'm going to build the
Yes.
most bitchin' rig I can possibly build. And then I'm
Okay.
going to haul ass to that Best Buy that's just so happens to be right nearby. I'm gonna buy myself a fucking A7 camera, get a really, really nice streaming setup, and then it'll probably be 30 minutes by then. And yeah. How do you
Okay,
spend $1
but-
million?
That's what I'm saying.
What I'll do
If you-
is every
if you
car I
don't-
see, I'll fill up their gas tank for them so I can just keep spending money that way. Well, no, they drive Teslas
Uh-huh.
in California because the gas and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
I will donate it to charity so I can write it off on my taxes.
With
Okay.
$1 million, you could buy a fixer-upper home in San Francisco.
But it won't be completed in 30 minutes.
A fixer-upper.
Yeah, you won't complete the transaction in 30 minutes though.
Yeah, so that puts houses, cars
Yeah.
out the window. Well, I don't know. If
I
you
was gonna
walked in
buy
with
cars.
$1 million cash and said, "Give me the keys to this Lamborghini."
Okay, now if
Still
I
takes like an
spun it a
hour.
little bit, and said that you had 30 minutes to spend $1 million, if you don't spend all that money in 30 minutes, you don't get to keep it. But as soon as you hand someone the money for something, hypothetically, let's say
It's
you
spent.
let's say you hand someone X amount of money, it's gone. That counts as a transaction.
Okay.
So you have 30 minutes to
Oh.
spend $1 million.
You have
Changes
30
my
minutes
answer
to make an
completely.
irreversible decision about this $1 million, and we can call it that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean, you buy a Lamborghini.
I'd just
like-
buy a bunch of supercars, yeah.
See, I
Good
would
luck with
buy
that
one
insurance.
really expensive car, hang on to it for a little bit, and then sell it. Because then you get to
Okay.
keep $1 million. But if we're talking about like what is your fantasy of spending $1 million and you have to spend it all, and let's say you have to keep the item that you spend it all on,
Mm-hmm.
I would just walk into like a place I would walk into probably something like a small business, like a small business music store, and just buy it all. Just like, I will buy your business for $1 million.
Yeah.
Fair.
I have another one. I would just buy a bunch of Magic cards that are on the reserve list. You know,
I'd buy a bunch of
like,
first
with the
edition
stipulation
Pokemon
you have to
boxes.
keep the item that you're buying. Would
Yeah.
you still do that?
yeah, they're expensive Magic cards. They're pretty.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. Like, I just wasn't sure if you meant I'm going to buy stuff like Black Lotus and then wait to sell it.
I mean, I could buy a lot of cards for $1 million without touching a Black Lotus, and it
Yeah.
wouldn't take long to get there if I really tried.
Okay.
What would you
Weird.
buy, Eric?
Funny enough, you should ask. I would buy 10 franchise restaurants. I would buy 5 McDonald's and 5 Taco Bells, and I would place them in different locations. That's it.
Can you buy all
I
that
would
in
do
30
that,
minutes?
But I would put them all right next to each other.
See, no,
like
that's
alternate
McDonald's,
order,
Taco
like-
Bell, McDonald's, Taco Bell.
Within like a city block, you have Taco Bell, McDonald's, Taco Bell, McDonald's, Taco Bell, McDonald's.
yeah.
Just
I
go the
would
mattress
own.
store route.
I would own 5 of each in like a small area, preferably where I live, and then I just get free food. Plus, I make money.
I feel like I would take the Mr. Beast route and donate a lot of it and buy shit for people. Just be, yeah, dude.
That's the kicker in this scenario. You have to buy it.
Yeah, I'd
like-
buy shit for people.
I mean, wholesome content.
Yeah, like,
But, like,
I'd buy
what if
my
the boys
parents.
couldn't do that?
I'd buy my parents' cars.
Wholesome content.
What?
I said we don't do this for the wholesome content.
So I'd buy a bunch
Yeah.
of garbage bags.
Uh-huh.
I don't know.
And a bunch of olive oil.
bunch of olive oil, a lot of
bunch of
fucking
roasted
potatoes and
cards.
gravy.
Yep.
Oh no, you know what I think I would do actually?
I want to hear this.
A pool's worth of Jello.
I was just thinking that, Tommy. Literally.
I would buy myself all the guns that I've ever wanted and fucking put them up on my wall. There's so many cool guns that I want because, like, I live in the sticks and a lot of my family members are just like super country and they have a lot of land where I can shoot. So if I can, like, go out an hour away and shoot a 50 cal for as much as I fucking want, I'd be thrilled. I like guns.
Man, it
Fucking
must
love
suck
guns.
to like not have a whole lot of money and have a tiny penis.
Hey,
I wouldn't know.
know.
I wouldn't know.
The tiny penis has no correlation to the guns.
These are the only guns I have.
What is a gun but a truck you hold in your hand?
Guns kill people faster than trucks.
I don't know about that one,
Trucks
Chief.
probably kill more people in the U.S. per
Yeah,
per
ask a
capita.
nice
than-
No,
France.
they kill faster,
Reported
not more.
deaths.
Like, what's more dangerous, a gun or a truck?
It's not about what's more dangerous. It's about what kills faster. By the time
Again, I
I
think it
pull the
depends on who's
trigger
driving.
and shoot at
I
someone's
think
head,
out of
they're
the-
still
out of
starting the
two of
truck.
those, the faster killer would be someone who drives a Mustang.
A
That
mus-
doesn't count. That doesn't count. The
I'm saying
Mustangs were
this as
bred
someone
for
who
that.
Ugh.
drove a Mustang, so
You ever play Modern Warfare 2 and play the No Russian mission?
Hey, Robbie,
Hey.
with $1 million, you could buy like 4 rounds of 9mm right now.
or a lifetime supply of 22 rounds.
I could buy a lot of fucking Twinkies. I could do that.
You could. You could buy a
Ooh.
doomsday bunker.
Ooh, that'd be
I was gonna
sick,
say you
dude.
could I was gonna say you could probably buy a Twinkie factory and turn it into a doomsday bunker. Why not have
You-
I
both?
feel like it'd cost more than $1
You
million.
guys ever like you
Yeah.
ever have one of those moments where you were so sure of a fact and you told somebody that fact and then you Googled it to fact check yourself and found out you were way
Mhm.
wrong? That happened to me today.
That happened to you today.
Yeah, thanks, Zombieland.
Yeah, somebody told me that
Somebody
you
told
had a
me.
boyfriend that looked like a girlfriend. No, somebody told me forever ago that Yoo-hoo was invented for the U.S. military as a vitamin supplement for them in World War II. And I was like, that's so fucking cool. Like, I can't believe that. I 100% believed it without ever checking my source there. And I told somebody at work that today, and then I Googled it to make sure so that I could get my story straight on how that worked. And there was nothing to be found. Like, not a zilch. What I did find is that Hershey's did make rations for the U.S. military during World War II, but it was not the delicious chocolate water that we know of today.
Thanks, 1989 Steve MRE, for teaching us all of this. That's my obscure YouTube reference for today.
Yeah, fair enough. I've been in similar situations like that, but like a little bit different. I've been so sure that something is incorrect, and I have gotten my balls handed to me on a silver fucking platter for being wrong. There is a specific instance that I'm thinking of, and it's fucking the best explanation of being so wrong and being so fucking disappointed in yourself. When I was in EMT school, I hadn't taken like any anatomy classes in high school. Like I didn't know shit. So everything that I learned about anatomy was in that class. So I was already fucked from the start and was like way delayed on everything. So we're sitting there and the instructor's like teaching us all this stuff about like heart attacks and what to do in situations like that. Fun fact, I did learn some shit. But he's instructing us on like what to do during certain things, and he was like, oh, by the way, like, does anybody know if you hear this term, what is it? And he said the term, and everybody's like, oh, that's a heart attack. I'm like, that's not a real word. And everyone in the class looks at me and they're like, yes, it is.
What was the
And I'm
word?
like, myocardial infarction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a heart attack.
Infarction? You didn't, yeah, that doesn't
Yeah.
sound like a real word.
Well, Alex's dick is bigger than the table, so of course he knows that. But yeah, I didn't know that infarction was a word. Also, I spent most of high school railing Adderall and doing crime instead of like studying. So I didn't know that. So forgive me for not fucking knowing everything. But
I only knew
I
that
didn't
word
know-
because I heard it on House.
yeah, I've never heard of that word before. So I'm fucking high and mighty. I'm like, infarction isn't a fucking word. What the shit? And everybody's like, yeah, it is, dude. And I'm like, no fucking way. Whatever. So we had an exam the next day, right? And I chose infarction as not being the correct word for heart attack. And I ended up getting it wrong, obviously. And I felt real fucking dumb because of that. So it was terrific. Made an ass out of myself in front of everybody. I'm like, you know what? I'm still not going to use that word. Like, sorry. And then I failed out a few weeks later, but whatever.
Well, then you never really had to use that word. Like, not in
Yeah.
context, at least.
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah.
You got any more
Fucking
questions?
Latin.
I didn't have any more questions. I mean, I have tech stuff, but I don't have questions. Alex?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
Well, I think that, you guys are cool and all, but I'm finna dip.
Okay.
I got some stuff. No, like I got some stuff that I got to take care of, and I it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna hit the sack
Okay.
Yeah,
and
we could
leave
probably
in
call it
the
here.
most awkward way I could possibly think of.
Oh, okay.
What if, but like, thought I could disconnect you instead it's only removed from group.
Oh man.
Yikes. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Well.
yeah. Also, I learned that at the end of the Snyder.
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
He was going to try and spoil the Snyder cut, but he didn't get the word
Oh.
Snyder out all the way.
Okay. Well, that's fair. Well,
So here we are, us three amigos.
yeah.
You want to bust
I
out your
was-
tech shit real quick and then we'll call it?
Yeah. So I was gonna talk about one other thing, but we started talking about 3090s, and I wanted to bully Alex some more. So Nvidia actually fucked up.
The crypto
So
card?
you know how, yeah. So you know how I've been telling you, like, I don't want to buy an Nvidia card, and I'll probably never buy one. Yeah. Well, here's a fantastic example. So Nvidia was talking about releasing the RTX 3060 with like a crypto mining limiter on it, right? So they did that so that it like prevented people from fucking like using it for cryptocurrencies or whatever. So what happened was somebody accidentally leaked the source code for it. Within minutes, someone hacked it and removed the limiter on the RTX cards. Luckily, Nvidia caught it pretty quickly and like updated it, essentially. But it's the fact that like they go through all that trouble just to try and put a bottle cap on a fucking dynamite, and it gets blown right in their face. So like, I get what they're trying to do. Like they're trying to put a shortage, not really a shortage, but they're trying to put a limit on cards that people can buy because everybody needs one, and Alex needs a 3090, and people can hear him crying about it from fucking Indonesia.
Bro.
But, you know, yeah. So that said, good on Nvidia for catching their own dumbassery pretty quickly. But yeah, something that probably shouldn't have happened in the first place, but you know. Whatever. Yeah, there wasn't really like any crazy tech news or anything this week. Everything else is, you know, kind of mundane. So this makes my next topic a little bit easier. The next time I come back onto the podcast, I'll have more tech stuff to talk about.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Eric's tech talk.
Yeah. So I guess everybody didn't get the memo. This is my informal way of dipping out for a little bit. Yeah. I guess everybody did get the memo. Yeah, for those that don't know, I don't have room to breathe, really. And I just kind of wanted to give like a formal explanation. The streaming stuff has taken up a lot of my time, and as well as it's going, I kind of need a break just from things in general, so that I'm not overloading myself. And I'm streaming 4 nights a week, and I was playing D&D twice a week and being here. But as much as I love being here, like I kind of have to like put things in proper place so that I don't get burnt out. And when I have more free time and more energy to like do things, I can come back with some like updates and tech stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
But at least it's not on a bad note. I mean, the last 19 episodes have been fun as fuck.
It's fucking bitch.
And yeah. But you know, shit happens and I just gotta, you know, get some stuff in order. So when I come back next time, I'll have updates, more tech news, and who knows, maybe even a 3090.
Probably not.
Sounds fun.
Probably not. Fucking video. But yeah, for everybody else, I was gonna say we'll see you next week, but I won't. So
Oh no. Well,
yeah.
Well, on that bombshell.
Yeah. I guess this is Leftovers of Midnight, episode 19, signing off.
bye.
Bye.